What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. If this is your first time here, I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my co-host Owen. Owen, say what's up,
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing, my brother?
bro. I'm chilling, bro. How you doing, Owen?
Chill. Excited
All right,
for the pod, bro. Let's get it.
bro. So today's episode, what I did is I came up with a list of 10 characters, and you don't know what these characters are. You don't even know what the topic is. The topic is going to be anime characters that you can't hate for whatever reason, like at all. You just can't hate these characters. So I came up with 10, couple honorable mentions, and if you want, you can guess some, but we're going to go through 10 through 1. What do you think?
Yeah, let's get it. I'm down.
Okay. Do you want to try guessing some or not? It's too
I
easy.
mean,
Some of them
low
are kind of
key,
easy, I'm not going to lie.
low key, I'm the number one hater. So like, Luffy up there for fact, bro. If you hate Luffy, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're weird. He's up there?
I don't know, man. He might not. He might be on the list. He might not be.
Luffy's up there. Senku, you can't hate Senku. That dude's up there. Uh, who else? Aaron, you can hate the fuck out of that dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Who else? Um, Naruto. Can't really hate on the dude. He really did OD for the squad. So yeah, that's another one. That's Zoro. I mean, yo, you can't really hate on the man's, but like, I don't know, putting two on in one would be efficient. So I don't know. Um, Demon Slayer, I hate that dude. My Hero, I hate that dude. Um, Gojo, you can't hate that dude, Gojo. That's a
Okay.
fact. That's
Okay.
a fact. I had a some people hate on Itadori. But that's a whole other thing. Uh, I mean those are my guesses for now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Those are pretty good picks. I guess I'll start off by saying my honorable mentions. So we got Goku. People, I've seen people hate him just because of how ignorant he is to his family. Also like a battle fiend. All he wants to do is battle. Doesn't really care about anything else. So, I mean, at this point, it's kind of nitpicking just because the top 10 are so lovable and just not hateable at all. So that's Goku. We got Mob from Mob Psycho. I didn't throw this one on the list just because I know you haven't watched the anime yet. One of the best characters of all time. You cannot hate him.
Yeah.
And lastly, you're not going to like this one on.
What?
I said the entire Straw Hats Pirates. All those characters.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Everyone loves them. That's the thing.
Yeah, I couldn't put them. I couldn't put a single one of them in the top 10. And I'm talking Luffy too.
As in people would don't like him.
People. So this is like you can't hate the characters. For each one, I can give you a reason to dislike them at the very least.
I feel like everyone loves Luffy, or Zoro. Okay, Sanji, I get it. You can
Yeah,
hate that dude.
Sanji was easy. That was easy.
Sanji easy, Usopp easy. Broke, not really too easy, but like I understand. Frankie, I love that dude. I don't know why. Nami, I understand. Robin, she's whatever. She's not even like she's whatever.
Yeah.
Zoro though, after that nothing happened moment, bro, who's hating on my man's?
Yeah. So for me, it was the two hardest ones to nitpick were Luffy and Zoro, just because there really isn't much to not like about them. Like you can't hate them. Luffy obviously was this is just me nitpicking. I would say his typical shonen trope where you just eat a lot. I mean, that could get annoying to some people.
Yeah. I can understand that. I can understand that for sure. I can understand that. But the Zoro thing, I feel like Zoro is just too OP. Like,
Yeah.
as in, like, he does nothing wrong.
Mhm.
Plus, he's just too loyal. Like, that's what I love about Zoro himself. Like, first of all, the dude's a beast, right? Secondly, like, he takes charge whenever he needs to, like as acting as the vice captain and whatnot. He takes charge, and then lastly, after that nothing happened moment, like bro, he's just loyalty wise. I don't know. That dude is one of those characters for me that I can never hate. But I do understand how like people can hate on Luffy. But what was your reasoning for like Zoro?
So Zoro is just really hard for me. I'm gonna be honest. I think the first reason is the top 10 is just too solid. Number 10 is from an anime I haven't watched, so maybe he surpasses him. I just kind of had to give him the benefit of the doubt. But to me, the only thing that I don't like about Zoro is sometimes he's a little bit too serious.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
yeah, which is again, this is straight nitpicking. Like I literally can't think of a reason to hate him. And then the other thing would be when he gets into beef with Sanji. Like I feel like that's a little too much sometimes, but I feel like it's more Sanji, I'm gonna be honest. But again, nitpicking.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's like, the dude is just too much of a beast. But yeah, let's see what's in the top 10. So, because you know I'm the number one hater. So like I gotta see this.
Okay, so coming in at number 10, like I said before, I haven't watched this anime, but I can't justify it. I've seen nobody hate this character ever. Everyone gasses this character up. It is Lelouch from Code Geass.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love the dude. I mean, he's an OP character. He is smart as hell. He breaks their system. Like he makes them free in a sense. From what I remember, honestly. But the one thing, and this is me just being a hater, and
Mhm.
this is me hitting on the show and not like the actual Lelouch himself. But it's that Lelouch is the only one that has that superpower, right? There's one I forgot what the power was because I watched it so long ago, and then also I do try to forget it, so I don't remember the power at all. But I do remember that Lelouch is the only one with the power. So it's like, what is the point if he's the only one in the world that has that superpower? So that was my 2 cents on why I didn't like it, but I do understand, Lelouch being up here. The dude, definitely a lovable character.
Yeah, I mean, I just threw him on here because again, I've never seen some Lelouch hate ever, literally ever. And I try to make it so that it's not the anime that people are hating, because obviously One Piece would not even be on here because yeah, One Piece got their haters, you know what I mean? But when you get your haters, that's how you know you made it. But
Yeah,
I try to make it so that like it's just a specific character, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I'll hate on the anime, but Lelouch, he's a really solid MC, and he did what he had to do. You know what I mean?
Facts. All right, number nine.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, so coming in at number nine, I got my boy Joseph Joestar.
Joseph, Joseph. He's the one that turned old, right?
So he's the yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So he was probably like the elite one out of all three. You know what I mean? Like, or like four, whatever it was. Man was in like three different seasons at a different age each season. It was kind of crazy, but um, I mean, my man knew Hamon, then he knew the stand stuff. Dude was just a beast, and he'd always come in clutch. Um, really can't hate when a character is that badass. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's what I put Zoro into the same category of badass characters. Like when a character is just too badass, you just cannot hate on the dude. And I think Joseph Joestar was that. And then we also saw the perspective of him being like a teenager, then to him being like a granddad. It was like a whole like sequence that we saw. So that was also another thing that is likable because you see so many versions of him.
Right. No, for me, he stood the test of time. Like he was clutch in every single age period that he was in. Every single, I don't know if he was in two or three parts. I can't really remember. I might have even been three. It possibly could have been four. I just don't know off the top of my head. But he was clutch in every single one of them, and he was funny, charismatic, clutch, and he did his job. He was a good character, and you literally cannot hate him because without him, the series just ain't it. You know what I mean? So. I had to put him at number nine. I mean, he was perfect as a teenager, like you said before. When he was older, he was great, and then when he was like super old, he was clutch then too, which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I mean, ticked literally all the boxes, and I can agree. This is a good number nine pick.
All right, yo. So coming in at number eight, we got my boy Koro Sensei. You cannot hate that man at all,
You have some really good characters on this. I'm not gonna
right?
lie. Koro Sensei, especially what happened to him at the end of the series. I'm not spoiling anything. If you know, you know. But like the sacrifice that he made and sacrifices that he made throughout the show were just incredible. the way he taught the kids, and like this was a whole classroom, but he really personalized the lessons for each individual, and he really focused on each individual and harnessed their potential and really made them as elite as possible in their own way, right? So he saw the potential in the students, and then based on what he saw, he he basically taught them to their strengths, basically. And at the end of it, it was a very sad and bitter moment, but that's what makes us love Core Sensei even more. And amazing pick.
Mhm. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Nah, I mean he deserved to be on this list. He was like really selfless, and I think that's what really stood out to me for him being on this list. I thought of putting Jiraiya on this list, but then again, nitpicking. I know some people don't really love his whole pervy sage thing where he's always, peeking and shit.
Yeah,
Him dying, obviously. Oh shit. I mean, Naruto's been over for a while. Fuck it.
yeah, like yo, it's been way too long.
Him dying, like, obviously gave him some more points, but like people could still hate on him. But again, nitpicking. But I had to put Kora Sensei above him. That's why I gave him the spot over Jiraiya. But yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like Kora Sensei, you can't even nitpick on him. There's literally nothing that you can think of,
Yeah, nah,
bro.
Core
Like,
Sensei is a G.
yeah.
Yo, one thing I want to say, one prediction that I have from the One Piece verse that's not Straw Hats. My boy Bon Clay, bro. If he's not on this list, bro, Bon Clay was a beast. And I know nobody hates that dude because the sacrifices he made, to this day, Luffy can't repay that shit back. So, like, yo, you know what I mean?
Bro, you not gonna like me, bro.
That's my take, bro. Bon Clay is one of my most liked characters of all time. He's just too clutch, bro. Like, and it's not one time, it's two times. Like, he's too clutch, bro. Like, he's literally like LeBron, bro. Straight up.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Going through this list, I feel like there's so many characters I had to leave out.
Facts. There is a lot. There is a lot. If you didn't put anyone in the Straw Hats, you do have to take out a lot of people for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, you'll just see it through the list, and then I'm gonna go over like who I think I should have put over because you said a couple of names that I kind of like. I'm looking at my current list, I'm like, shit, I should have put these guys in there.
No, it's all a perspective thing. So yeah.
Facts. All right, so coming in at number 7, we got an anime that you haven't watched yet. It's Golden Kamuy. We got my boy Sugimoto, aka the immortal Sugimoto. He is one of the best characters I've ever seen in all of anime. Like you literally cannot hate the dude. He's badass. He's funny as hell. He's clutch. He's strong, and he's overall a good and kind-hearted person. Like you can't hate the dude. You know what I mean? He's one of those main characters that you just rock with from the beginning of the show to the very end. Um, I'll talk on them a little bit more just because I know you haven't really watched it. But if you guys are looking for an anime that's kind of underrated, I'd say not that many people are really talking about it. Golden Kamuy is fire. And if you guys want that lovable, non-hateable anime character, main character, bro, my boy Sugimoto is built different. Like I'm telling you, this is an anime you need to put on your radar. But yeah, I'm not gonna gas him up too much, but I'm telling y'all right now, fire pick right here.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really say much about it since I haven't watched it, but if my boy Ari is putting him on, there's a reason. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. All right,
Hell yeah.
number 6, bro. All right, number 6 is a little controversial. All right, originally, so I should have said this earlier. I also try to do one character per series. There is like one exception on this list, but fuck it, my list. All right, so I thought of having Mikasa from Attack on Titan on here, but then
No, bro.
I realized so many people hate her, so I was like,
Yeah, bro.
everybody loves Levi, so I had to put Levi here.
Oh my God, you did justice. You did justice. If you put Mikasa, I would have been disappointed. You did justice, bro. Because first of all, I would say like 60% of the fan base hates Mikasa, bro. Until the last season, until that last episode, low-key, she was just Aaron's slave, bro. And it was just getting annoying. It was getting annoying dealing with it, like that she couldn't like, get past that. Obviously, we know why and we know the reasons that we know why it all happened. And it makes sense storyline wise, but it still gets me tight. You know what I mean? But Levi, bro, he's first of all he's badass. Second of all, he's 5'2", killing like 20 foot, 50 foot, 100 foot Titans. This dude is 5'2", and then he like imagine one of the shortest guys in the show being the most deadly person in the show. That's what makes him even more badass. Secondly, like he just comes in clutch. Like if you have Levi on your side, you're literally not losing. If you have a healthy Levi, he's taking out like 5 Titans. Like I'm not talking about like the small Titans. I'm talking about Beast Titan, like actual usable Titans. Like my man is that deadly. Maybe 5 is an exaggeration, but like if he took out the Beast Titan 3 out of 3 times, bro, you never know what this man can do. And he took out the Beast Titan without taking a scratch in some of those. Like literally just slicing him, his legs, going in, slicing his neck. Like it was quick and easy. Some of them obviously, yeah, he did get, almost put to death in some of those situations. But the fact that again, man's 5'2" and destroying 100 foot beasts, he just and also like he has that loyalty factor of being with Irwin for so long that you just have to love the dude, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he had this one cold line in the last episode. I guess spoiler alert for those of the people that aren't listening that haven't finished Attack on Titan. He says something, I'm just kind of paraphrasing here. He says something like, I've accomplished every single mission that I've been given. Which is facts, bro. I was like, damn, he really's done everything. And then obviously that last mission, he technically accomplished it with the help of everyone, blah blah blah. But even at the very end of Attack on Titan, you see him helping out kids. He doesn't even like he's missing like parts of limbs, his eyes fucked up, but he's out here helping kids. Like how can you hate that, man? I mean, badass factor, there's a lot of characters on this list that have that badass factor. But at the very end, he pulled out for the fam, for everybody, humanity, whatever. So I mean, you can't hate him for that. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, bro, one of the most badass characters in anime history, and it's not even close. So like, I'm glad that he's up there.
Hey. All right, number five. So number five on my list is L from Death Note.
Damn, yo, this is a good one too, bro. This is the first one where it's like he's doing something wrong and evil. Well, not technically, but technically, but we still love him for what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, I mean, technically, it's not his right to be going around, slaying everybody. He
Oh,
can't.
I'm talking about L, not Light. Sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. L's even more like than I don't know. For me, I did like light heavily, but yeah, L. The reason why I like L so much is because he had to verse Light, and Light was one of the smartest characters ever, right? On
Mhm.
top of that, L had to verse him without knowing what supernatural stuff is. So he had to basically conclude that something supernatural is happening in a non-supernatural world, which is just crazy to even think about because that's like defying the laws and physics of the world. And he really got to the bottom of it, figured that shit out, and had Light on his toes. When Light, honestly, Light had it mad easy compared to L, and L just, he's a demon.
No, like that one first scene, I think it was like maybe like the second or third episode when he first pulled up and he finessed Light into thinking like that they were doing like a national broadcast, but it was only in the Kanto region, and he like narrowed it down to one region and he faked like a prisoner's death. I was like, damn, bro, this dude is built different. And then when you get to know him more, you realize like he genuinely cares about like solving the cases, but also about like humanity as it is. So I mean, you can't really hate that. It was also kind of somewhat funny. He had his moments, like the way he sits on his chair, the way he eats all the sweets, and all that stuff. But I don't really think there's a way that you could hate him. I would love to put Light on this list, but you can definitely hate Light, but you can't hate L, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I understand that completely. Like Light. as the protagonist, 100% you could hate him,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, 100.
But but the thing is, L just had like he had his thing was so much harder to do. You know what I mean? And the fact that he was also on the good side made it even better. And hell yeah, like bro, amazing list.
Thanks, bro. All right, yo, number four, bro. I feel like this list is crazy because, in my opinion, it just keeps getting better and better. So coming in at number four, we got Killua from Hunter x Hunter.
Damn, shit, yo, Killua is fire, bro. Killua, bro. One thing I gotta say is these white haired characters, bro. You can't hate on these guys. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, strong as hell, right? You got Killua on your side, GG's. Secondly, his loyalty towards Gon, immaculate. His not even his loyalty, his chemistry, like the duo chemistry between Killua and Gon, too fire, and just him having that badass family too, that just like adds on to the lore of how badass the dude is. And again, this goes to the fact that like badass characters are loved. And remember in the begin like one of the beginning stages where they were in the test and then Killua took out the guy's heart.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, when I saw that shit, I was like, yo, this dude is actually insane. And from that point on, I love the character. I love both Gon and him. But if I had to pick one, realistically, I'm picking Killua.
Yeah, I mean, going can kind of get annoying at sometimes. Like you don't really like that cheerful, peppy character all the time. Like, it could get annoying. That's one of the reasons why I didn't have Luffy on this list. My bad, my bad. But I mean, bro, come on, Killua. Like a lot of the characters on this list have that badass factor. The loyalty factor is there too, and it's just like he never really did anything for you to not like him. Like he pulled through. He was strong, badass, loyal. Like what else do you need? Like I don't know, man. Like he's just up there. Like he didn't really even have to do anything. He was just like nice with it like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the thing is when you have that badass likeness to yourself,
Hmm.
you don't need to do that. You don't need to do all of the you don't need to have as much per se. You know what I mean? If
Right.
you only have that badass demeanor, and this guy definitely has that. Killua, literally one of my favorite characters of all time, and he deserves to be up here for sure.
Hey, all right, yo, top three. So coming in at my number third spot for anime characters that you cannot hate, we got Itachi.
Itachi, damn, bro, another good one. Okay, so the thing is with Itachi is that the sacrifice that he made in such a coveted stance is why we love him, right? We didn't know the true nature of Itachi for a very long time. We always thought, this guy's murderous. This guy just killed the whole, you know, Itachi and Uchiha clan. Sasuke, Sasuke was after his ass, and then we, for the longest time, had such a negative light brought onto Itachi that once we figured out that he was doing this for the better of society and he was, um, actually one of the good guys, it really hurt to be in his position. You know what I mean? And he just like he's a man of very few words, but his sacrifices are beyond, comprehensive. And it's just, bro, dude's a demon, strong as shit. Sasuke's brother, he's an Uchiha. One of like his powers are sick as shit. Like when we first encountered his well, what do you call that? What do you call like the Zenga? What do you call the
Mangekyo Sharingan?
no, no, like what do you call it when he puts you under
I don't. Oh my bad.
like
I'm
he
just saying
puts
random shit. Mangekyo Sharingan, no?
no, no, like not yeah, the Sharingan, but what do you call like it's taijutsu and then it's like a genjutsu. Yeah, genjutsu.
Okay,
Like
okay.
his genjutsu where it was so crazy that bro, it was on a whole nother level than everybody else from what we saw at the time. And then again, I think the main thing and the main reason why people love him so much is his backstory and how he actually sacrificed himself basically for everything.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about this all the time. How people say, "Yo, Aaron sacrificed the world for his friends." Itachi sacrificed his family for the world, if that makes any sense. Obviously, he kept his little brother alive, which a lot of people love that. I mean, you can't really hate that. Like, okay, there's a whole argument that yeah, he killed mad people, or whatever, but in that specific circumstance, it's very hard to not hate what he did because he took the village as his own people, his own family, and he eliminated what is technically a small percentage of that village, his family, which is a huge threat to the village. And he did that so that the village can prosper. He took on the bad guy role, which 99% of the people would never do that. He had to become an outcast. He had to become like a rogue ninja just so that his village could be safe. And you got to respect that. And you can't really hate that at all. On top of that, badass character, hella loyal to the village. This is kind of a recurring theme with a lot of characters on this list, like badass, loyal, and Itachi fits the bill with that. So I had to put him up here just because I kind of respect what he did. I'm not gonna lie, even though ethically, morally, it's not right. But bro did what he had to do for his little brother and for the village. So I respect that.
No, 100%, bro. Man was just a demon. And again, it comes to this trope of sacrificing, like the same way Koro Sensei did what he had to do. This is a kind of the same, like, not the same, but in terms of sacrifice, it is the same. And it just brings so much character. It's the whole thing that we hate the dude in the beginning, and the fact is that secretly he was always right, and that's what you love about him. But yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like in the beginning, everyone hated him, and now everyone loves him. All right, let's get into number two. So you actually guessed this one earlier. It is Gojo.
Yeah, I mean, bro, there's no hating the dude. He just, first of all, he's a badass, right? Strongest in the world. So if you have him on your side, you're good to go. Then secondly, my boy is goofy as hell. Like, he has that goofy personality, and usually when you come across the strongest in the verse, they're never really that goofy. They're usually evil, firstly. Then secondly, it's like they're usually like very stuck up and just trying to fight. But with Gojo, first of all, yeah, he's strong as hell, and then he's also so goofy that he's such a likable character, and I think that combo itself is what everybody likes about him. And also, he has white hair, so that's a whole other
Yo,
thing.
I was gonna say, yo, white hair, badass. That's all we needed. Nah, but like you said before, he's funny as hell. Um, there's really nothing that you can't like about him. Like everyone loves an OP character. People actually, you know what? People hate OP characters, but just the way that he is, like he's funny about it. He's also serious when times need to be serious, and just overall, like he's good vibes. Like you can't really hate good vibes. So I had to put him on this list because I have not seen a single Gojo hater in my life. Have you?
Nah, exactly. And the girls go crazy for him in the show. So even in the show, nobody hates him.
Facts. Except for the bad guys, which is duh.
Yeah, yeah, facts, facts, facts.
All right, number one,
That's
bro. What were you saying?
that's because they have to though.
Yeah, facts. All right, number one, man. Like I said before, this is the only exception where I had a repeat series on here, but I had to put them on here. The most unhateable character in all of anime, in my opinion, is Naruto.
Ah,
Bro, what? Come on, man.
I don't know about that one, bro.
Let me justify myself.
I go because I'm a number one Naruto hater.
All right, hear me out. Bro is the underdog of the story. Nobody likes him growing up. He got no family. The third Hokage, who's supposedly raising him, just left this boy homeless. Or I guess he had a home, but just threw this boy in like a random ass apartment where he's drinking spoiled milk and eating ramen every single day, instant noodles, whatever. And for him to become a respected Hokage is just absolutely insane. Like obviously he went through so many different things, and sure you can say that his dad was the fourth Hokage, his mom was a high up there ninja, He has a nine tails within him, but I feel like he just went through so much, and he never really fully relied on that power growing up. Like he had every reason to become a villain. You know what I mean? And I kind of just respect that because it's like he was weak in general. You know what I mean? Like from the very beginning, but he always put in time to work. A classic case of hard work always prevails. And then he was just an inspiration to a lot of people in real life too, not just in the show. I mean, I could be biased here. I grew up watching Naruto, and I feel like to me, like, how can you hate that like that underdog story? I feel like it's so hard to hate an underdog story. But yeah, I mean, I guess I want to hear your opinion on.
Okay, so let me explain something from a perspective of somebody that didn't watch Naruto firstly as a kid, and secondly, Naruto wasn't my first anime. So like a lot of people, and this is you have to agree with me on this, right? Because Naruto is so many people's first anime, firstly, they put Naruto on a pedestal because of the sentimental value that Naruto brings, because that was the first. And then secondly, most of the time, if it's your first, you're watching it when you're younger. So it really resonates like you don't see the obnoxiousness that much. Like in Naruto, and I don't know if this is like going too far or whatnot, but like when I was watching Naruto, at least first Naruto, well, that shit was obnoxious. And then like the guy like not that he would bro, my man was not improving, bro, and he was getting me tight. Like for so long, he just wasn't improving. And there's one thing I just don't like about Naruto, and I am a hater. Bro only knows Rasengan and fucking Shadow Clone Jutsu. The fuck is going on here, bro?
That's fair. I mean, I see your like I
He
see where
only
you're coming.
spams those two moves, bro. Like, what's going on here? Man's the strongest in the verse. And if Rasengan can't beat him, it's GG's, bro. The world is done.
All right, I see where you're coming from, bro. Yeah, like I said before, I might be a little bit biased here. It was just that, the underdog story was one of the best underdog story I've ever seen in all of anime. It's like
No, no, like
you gotta just
what
root
I'm
for them.
saying
You know
is
what I mean?
yes, like bro, people love the story, but I'm just saying that a lot of people love the story due to the bias of the way it's presented to them, and it gets put on a pedestal. I'm not saying that it's bad or he's not a lovable character, because yes, Naruto is a lovable character. The tropes that he like defines as in like my Nintendo is my way, like that's a very strong quote, and it's something that a lot of people live by, and it's extremely inspirational. But the thing is, like, I think Naruto is just one of those animes that just come with a ton of bias, and that's just my 2 cents. I am a certified hater, so again, I'm not like the average viewer when it comes to Naruto. I'm actually like a certified hater, so like take whatever I say with a grain of salt, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. So on, what would you have as your top characters here? Because obviously I missed some characters that you haven't that you
For
would have on
me
your list.
personally, Zoro. Like for me, there's no reason for Zoro not to be up here.
Okay,
That
okay.
he fights with Sanji, I think that's for me. But then again, you know how One Piece is my favorite, and it's my first. So
Mhm.
again, it's like the bias kicks in where like I can't see Zoro as wrong, because the thing is he is such a counterpart to Luffy that it works out, like because he's so serious and Luffy is so unserious. Someone has to be like someone has to be serious, because bro, you got Luffy, you got Usopp, you got Chopper, Sanji, like all these goofy ass characters, Brook, Frankie, everyone is goofy. You need that one anchor on your ship to hold it down. Zoro got you. That's number one with Zoro. Secondly, bro, he's just too badass. Like the sacrificial thing with the nothing happened sacrificial thing that he did, extremely badass, right? Secondly, thirdly, like whenever it gets to those moments where like he has to cut something and it's like uncuttable, and then he cuts through it and then they get through. And two examples I could give, one is Pika. When he cut through Pika, like straight in the middle,
Mhm.
that shit was sick, right? And then that one time where they were going to, I think, Eddie's lobby on that train, and then there was like this big tsunami or like big wave or something, and they had to get through that shit. And then Zoro was just like a badass. He's like, Like I forgot what he said, but something like if it's cuttable, we out type, right? You know what I mean? Like if it's cuttable, we're going through. And he cut straight through it, man. Like, but again, how you have the Naruto bias, I have that Zoro bias. Like that's one thing. But the one thing I want to say that is not biased, I think Bon Clay, and I know both these characters are from One Piece, but Bon Clay, he takes at least he would definitely take Lelouch's spot for a fact.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? This dude is so clutch. Like he literally got Luffy out of Impel Down, the most secure prison ever. Plus, there was no way of opening the gates to leave except for that to happen. And you have to also understand that Bon Clay was an enemy in the beginning. He was part of not Doflamingo. He was part of Crocodile's crew, right? And the fact that he went from that to then saving them at the end, bro, it was such a heartfelt moment. It was like one of those moments where like, yo, my boy, I will never, ever, ever forget this moment in my life because he clutched up for the Straw Hats when it mattered the most. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, no. If I could redo this list, I'd probably put Naruto lower just because you gave me some really good points. I would probably put Bon Clay on there. I mean, Zoro again, he should be up there. I'm gonna be honest. You mentioned this earlier, Senku, bro. Bro, I slept
Oh
on.
yeah, thank you.
Totally
Yeah,
forgot Senku.
Nobody hates Senku, bro. Even his enemies don't hate him.
Facts.
That's the shit. Like, he is the one guy that can save that world, and he literally does nothing wrong. He brings humanity closer, step by step to the future. And there's literally nobody, even his enemies love him. So like, Senku's elite. But yeah, I would definitely put Senku up there too.
Loyal. All right, yo, that's gonna be it for this episode. Link will be in the description for DropClick, code Anime Plus for 10% off. Make sure you guys join our Discord so we can hear you guys' thoughts on this. But yeah, with that being said, we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.